All right, now you know about Rust-Oleum. So, what's your competitive advantage? I want to speak to Jennifer's question about nickeling and diming, okay? If somebody calls you on the phone and says to you, hey, so-and-so down the street competition is giving me $10 off or isn't charging me for a trip charge, can you do the same? The answer is no. Or, you know what? I can appreciate you wanting to save money on your sign. I get that. I am a locally owned business. I have a family, and I have children that I have to support. I charge a premium for what I do because I'm the best in the local market that does it. If one of my signs falls down, I'll come and I'll set it back up. If it's raining at night and you're worried that I'm not going to come and install your sign because your daughter isn't going to wake up to something special, I will be there and I will install your sign at night, unless there's a monsoon and the city's underwater. All right? So I want you to think not more about what you need to do in order to stay competitive. I would like for you to think more about value for money. Okay? And I want you to get used to saying this word. No. You could say no in a number of different ways. I like to use this a lot. And because I've been in the recruiting industry for a really long time, this is a great way to isolate a situation that's making you feel uncomfortable. Hi, ma'am. I just spoke to so-and-so competitor down the street. I wanted to reach out and give you an opportunity to bid on my business. They're offering this sign at X, and they're not charging me a trip charge. So instead of just saying no, which you can do, all right, I want you to be different. I want you to be like, well, sir, you know what? That's a really great question. And I want you to think, and I want you to pause. And I want you to be silent for at least 3 seconds. That's a really great question. So to answer your question on whether or not I will meet their rate, I don't make a lot of money on these signs, sir. And the money that I charge for this goes to pay for my family, goes to pay for me, and I work hard for my money. I charge a trip charge because I spend 3 hours a night in the car. Okay? And if you can't understand that, which by the way I completely appreciate, then I'm not the company you want to work with. Go down the street and talk to Fred or whatever their name is, and they'll come do the sign for you cheaper. But let me tell you this, if you bought your sign through me and it rained at night and that company said that they will not install during the rain, I just want you to know, for the extra $10, I'm going to install your sign in the rain. Why? Because I'm thinking about what's in the best interest of your child, not what's in the best interest for me and my business. Now you're saying that, and that's true, but the reality is that you're trying to be different, okay? And you want to charge a rate that you're worth. I want you to look at your business as it's one of your children. I want you to protect it like it's one of your children. I want you to honor it like it's one of your children, okay? And you deserve every dollar that you earn. And in return for that, you're gonna provide a level of service and a level of support that no one else is going to be able to come to. Let me tell you this. People want to work with small businesses. They want to work with you. Okay? Now, they don't understand your dynamic and they don't need to know your dynamic. But what I can tell you is that actions speak far louder than your words. I can tell you every single reason why you should be my client. But remember the video I did a couple days ago at 1:30 at night when I installed someone's sign at the wrong address? Luckily I was up. She texted me. What did I do? I got up. I moved the sign. I put it in her front yard. Do you think that she's going to remember that? You're damn right she is. Do you think that when she's going to spend her hard-earned money on getting a sign that she's going to call me again? I know for a fact that she will. I hope that she will. Not too many people do that. Okay? You are worth every dollar that you earn. Earn it, but don't play the price game. Just don't. You don't need to. You are better than that. And you know what? You're not Amazon. So here, grab a pen, piece of paper. I got one. I wrote them down because I wanted to have some notes, because I don't have time to edit this and make it real flashy and exciting and like Walt Disney like. So if you're trying to find what your competitive advantage is, okay, what I like for you to do is, on a sheet of paper, I like you to do a Google search. I like you to find all your competition in your local market, every single one of them. I want you to write them down on a piece of paper, okay? Franchise, Card My Yard, Sign Gypsies, Fred Signs, your sign business, everything, okay? Write it all down on a piece of paper, okay? You get their phone number and you write it right next to them. Grab one of your girlfriends, grab your husband, and you call every single one of them. And you go through the process as if you were buying a sign, okay? Hi, my name is, Josie, or, maybe if you have to fill something out online, I want you to go through each of their processes as if you are a buyer, okay? I want you to highlight what you like. I want you to highlight what you don't like. Did they get back to you? I have a video about this. What's your sales process, okay? Once you understand all your competition in your market, and once you have a clear understanding of their pros and their cons, look, they're competitors, right? You got to respect these guys. I don't have a problem referring these folks. I really don't. And I'll give you a reason why here in just a second. But you want to know these people, and you want to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that what your competitive advantage is significant, and you want to play to that, okay? Mine's customer service, and mine is support. I received a text message the other day from a client who sent me a picture of one of my signs canted. I was like, yeah, sometimes that happens. It gets windy. We'll come pick it up tonight. How did everything go? She's like, my celebration for my kid starts in 2 hours. Now, I could have easily said, lady, go out there and stake that shit in your yard, okay? That's what everybody does. But you know what I did? Because I knew this woman knows a lot of people. She's grown up in my town, works for a race team, that she talks, and I respect her. She's already given me business, okay? She's referred me to a lot of people. I've probably rented 5 signs from just knowing her alone. And because that's of value to me, and because I respect her enough as a customer to know that it's important for me to see that she sees a canted sign and she spent her hard-earned money, okay? I may not make money on that deal right then and there, but let me tell you what, when she sent me those pictures, I said, I'll be right over. By the time she replied back to me, I was in her front yard. And she came out and she met me. We talked for a little bit, and I fixed her sign. I apologized for it leaning over. I even said, look, you live near the lake, and there's a lot of wind gusts coming in here. I didn't plan for that. I'm sorry. I'll fix this, okay? You know what happened? 2 days later, I get a reservation request form, and on the form it says she was a referral from this person. And you know what this person who called it? She rented 3 signs. Now there's other dynamics associated with that, but you have to understand this. And I'm being super serious. You need to understand your competitive advantages, and you need to have an answer for all of it. And you need to treat these people with respect, and you need to treat these people like if you don't service them, look, value for money, and you know what's important is relationships. You get that. You're experiencing that right now while you're watching my channel, and I'm so grateful that you understand that, because that's important. Let these people know that you care, because you do. Without them, you don't have a business. They're spending $90. You're probably, we'll worry about the finances later, but this is important. Write down all your competitors. Call each one of them. Pros and cons lists of what you like about what they do and what you don't like what they do, and then you wrap what you're going to do in there, okay? And so when someone calls and says, I need a discount, you say, you know what, go call somebody else in a very nice way. Sir, I can greatly appreciate it. I'm a family man too. Look, I got to save every penny, but you know what? I work hard for my money. And I know you respect that. Just tell them, even if they don't. And if you're looking for a $10 discount, if you're looking for a $15 discount, or if you're looking for me not to charge you a trip charge because you're 25 miles from my house, I think it would be better that you just call the other business. They'll give you that discount. I can't afford to do it. Okay? Do you understand? Well, why won't you do it? Why wouldn't you give me that discount? I'd like to. It's not that I wouldn't. I would like to. But at the end of the day, when it rains and your discount celebration sign business guy calls and says, hey, look, I can't come and install your sign tonight because it's going to rain and my merchandise is more important than you. It's my livelihood. You're SOL. I have made the decision, because it happened last night, I installed 2 signs in the rain, that I want my client and their kid to wake up in the morning with a wet sign that says happy birthday, because you know what? They won't forget it. And if they won't forget that, they won't forget you. And the next time they need a sign, they will call you. And more importantly, ladies, and you know that this is true, you guys talk about this stuff. So you're going to share it with all your girlfriends, you're going to share it with your mom's club, you're going to share it with whoever you're going to share it with, okay? Because that's what you do. And I know that to be true because there's many times I've had to say to my myself, honey, do you need me to give you some input on this matter, or do you need me to listen? She'll say, oh, I'm so glad you asked. I just need you to listen. So I know what I need to do, okay? She's just got to talk, and that's fine, and I'll listen. Before I'd be like, listen, you can't do any of that shit. You're wrong, it's a dumb idea, and this is what you need to do to fix it. And she's looking at me like, are you fucking crazy? I just want to talk about it. I don't want you to fix anything, I just want to talk about it. You know I get it, and I know you get it, okay? So make it matter. Hashtag it matters. Because it's not what you're going to make now, although that's important, it's what you're going to make later, okay? What's your competitive advantage? All your competitors, pros and cons list, how you're different. Listen, if you want to go through that exercise and you want to email that your answers to me, do it. All right, I'll take a look at it as best as I can. Okay? So there you go. I hope that helps.